Thank you for this opportunity. And I'm originally from a city called Kolkata, which is on the east coast of India. And I spent the first 18 years of my life there before moving to college to another city, which is about 2 hours from Kolkata. And my first job after my undergrad was in a city called Bangalore in the south of India, which is also referred to as the Silicon Valley of India. And at that time, this was the early days of the internet, so it was easy to find an information technology related job anywhere in the world. And my undergrad was in computer science, and I loved to at that time I loved to do two things, which was programming and traveling. So I worked 1 year in Bangalore, but then I moved to Singapore. I worked about a year in Singapore. Then I moved to United Kingdom. I worked a year in Manchester in United Kingdom before moving to US. And my first destination in US was Minneapolis, Minnesota, where I worked for a few years at Target headquarters in Minneapolis, Target Corporation headquarters in their IT services. And around that time, um, I came across some people in at the University of Minnesota, and so after some years, I decided to quit my job at Target and join the PhD program at Minnesota. And then after completing the PhD program in Minnesota, I moved to Virginia, and where I have been since. And in terms of what are the other things I do, I am very interested in sports. So I used to play a lot of sports. I used to play leagues, cricket league, in soccer league, and I used to play tennis. I still play some sports like soccer and badminton and ping pong. But now with the kids, I mostly play with them, so I don't play anything competitively anymore. In addition to sports, I am interested. I don't watch many movies. I rarely watch movies except maybe to keep my wife company. But I binge watch TV shows from time to time. For example, now I'm binge watching Curb Your Enthusiasm, the HBO show. But in terms of books, I used to read a lot of novels and fictions, but now I don't read fictions, almost not at all. But I read books on social psychology and how people learn, how our brains work. So I'm very interested in that topic. So I read a lot of more like popular social psychology books, like Stumbling on Happiness by Dan Gilbert, and The Shallows by Nick Carr. Um, um, Steve Pinker has a lot of books on how we learn languages and other things. So, so that's a long answer.